All the men in my life keep getting killed by Candarian demons.
All the men in your life keep getting killed by Candarian demons.
First there was Ed, a really nice guy. Didn't talk too much, but I didn't mind. I was all set to marry him. But before we could consummate, Ed was killed by a Candarian demon.
Candarian demon.
Then it was Daddy, who I could count on.
Ow.
He loved to read the Necronomicon. He also enjoyed playing board games. But he can't sink my battleship now, cause Dad was killed by a Candarian demon.
Candarian demon.
They say love is cruel, and I believe them. My heart's always broken, cause the men in my life keep getting killed by Candarian demons.
Tunes from Planet Vodka. Tunes from Planet Vodka. When the in-depth critics have chat, the tune people don't cut them no slack. Vodka, woo! Lesbian mice. Hello everybody, today we are bringing you a segment we call
Original versus Remake! The Evil Dead trilogy is one of our favorite franchises, which I'm sure we will break down in future videos, but today we are focusing on Original versus Remake.
So for now, I'm gonna talk about the remake.
I thought we discussed we would talk about the original first.
What the hell did you just say to me, little potato spud looking mother?
Chelsea, calm down, honey. Come on now. Let's talk about both equally.
Oh, so you want to talk about equality, huh? How about I get paid the same as you at any job I apply for?
We're talking about the Evil Dead right now. Can you hold off on your man-hating tirade that makes you gain a superiority complex through preaching equality?
Anyways, The Evil Dead is one of our favorite movie franchises ever. In 1981, Sam Raimi directed and wrote something that terrified audiences and certainly the MPAA. It was one of the video nasties, rated X and banned theatrically or on video in certain countries and eventually released through Thorn EMI in 1983 on VHS, later to be repackaged through Thorn's successor company, HBO Canon Video.
Groovy. So much has already been said about this film and for the franchise that we'd like to take our own spin at this, so let's break it down. Original!
5 friends travel to a cabin in the woods where they unknowingly release flesh-possessing demons.
Remake!
5 friends head to a remote cabin where they discover a book of the dead and leads them to unwittingly summon up demons living in nearby woods. The evil presence possesses them until only one is left to fight for survival.
What the hell is the difference? And who the hell came up with these summaries?
In-depth?
Ah, the wonders of in-depth summaries. Okay, so to start off with, the remake is about a girl named Mia who is trying to kick a nasty heroin addiction and brings her friends and her brother to the cabin they used to vacation at to help her detox and recover.
Her friend Olivia is an RN who is there to make sure she is stabilized and comforted as she goes through the process.
I don't know any RNs who are allowed to inject sedatives without supervision or outside the hospital.
You have to ruin everything,
Just
don't
saying.
you? Okay, so she's hearing voices and seeing stuff, but it only really kicks in once they discover the book in the basement and read the Latin.
Never read the Latin!
Never! Okay, so she totally goes full demon-possessed psycho and starts manipulating and possessing everyone around her in a total bloodbath, crazy gore fest that was freaking amazing!
Well, that's all cool and all, but what about Ash?
You mean the guy that got picked up for a Star's original program called Ash vs. Evil Dead coming out soon?
I'm talking about the Evil Dead original, where a man, Ash, goes to a cabin with his girlfriend and sister and his friends where they one by one get picked off by Candarian demons.
Oh, well, he just wasn't in this one. Until the very end, after the credits, and all he says is, groovy.
Hail to the king, baby.
He already had 3 films, does he really need another? Is Ash just so important of a character that all of these movies need to involve him no matter if they really have anything to do with him or not? Honestly, isn't it kind of perfect that for once we have a female hero that's kicking demon ass in the real world while she's kicking her own demon's ass inside of her at the same time?
Ash is the king!
Oh, give me a break.
No, hear me out. He's a sweetheart until things get really bad, and then, yeah, it takes some moments to process everything, and then he just, I don't know, snaps. I mean, come on, one of his first moves is to try to dismember his girlfriend Linda with a chainsaw after she became possessed, but, instead he buries her and she rises from the grave to kick his ass and he beheads her with a shovel.
I'd like to behead you with a shovel.
Give me some sugar, baby.
I think I enjoyed the story of the remake just a little bit more than the original. It felt more pulled together and like it had more of a purpose, whereas the first one felt like it was really just setting up for an awesome gore fest, but nothing really went below the skin. There isn't really anything more to the story than trying to kill the possessed and not becoming one of them yourself. But the remake had more of a psychological scare to it. It broke down your defenses as it broke down Mia's at the same time.
Yeah, whatever. I came here to watch Candarian Demons Swallow Souls, not a Sandra Bullock movie about recovery.
I love that movie!
Anyways, I really enjoyed the original more, being that it's such a cult classic. It had to be bootleg when it first came out just to see all the gore and details. It really tied everybody's panties in a knot with the MPAA, and I don't feel the story was at all disjointed. It was a simple formula with very forward ideas that made it stand on its own.
Really though, we love both of these movies, separate and together. The original was an amazing start that opened the door to the rest of the franchise, and the remake was a worthy addition in every way, shape, and form.
Agreed. If we're just talking about the original and the remake and none of the sequels in between, my vote is for the original.
And my vote is for the remake.
Your vote?
My vote. It's a tie.
We're doing ties?
Hell yeah, we're doing ties. It's a tie.
I guess it's a tie. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let us know in the comments if we should keep doing original versus remake, and throw us some suggestions.
I have a suggestion. Get back!